Hello everyone, welcome to Everyday Prepared. So today I want to talk about something I don't see a lot of conversation about in the prepper community, and that's thermal. Okay, basically if you have things going on at night and it's dark, you have three options to take care of that. You have white light, which be a flashlight, a lantern, street lights, something like that. If everything is dark, you have night vision, okay? The other option is thermal. So I just want to talk a little bit about thermal today. Now, we just got some new thermals for work, and I went with the ATN model, monocular. If you can see that, that's the model number there. If you want to check it out. I went with the 2.5 to 10x zoom range. They have some that are higher. I didn't go higher because I thought, hey, it's thermal. It's not going to do that good at a distance, so we don't need all the extra zoom. But I'll throw some clips on here in a minute and let you see. This thing was shooting excellent out to about 240 yards. You can see a big difference in the heat signature. So start off, let's see. Talk a little bit about thermal in general. Now, when I'm telling you about the things that I like about the thermal, do not hear me say that thermal is better than night vision. I'm not saying that at all. Night vision has its place. Thermal has its place. They're two totally separate instruments for totally different needs. They both have their own strengths, their own weaknesses, and that kind of thing. So this is just about thermal. I'm not saying night vision's bad or flashlights are bad. None of that. We're just talking about thermal. So one of the advantages to thermal is thermal doesn't need any light source. It doesn't work off of light. It works off of heat. So if you have a night vision device and you're in total darkness, that night vision is not going to help you. You have to have at least a little bit of ambient light. The better NVGs, they don't require as much ambient light as the others. Some of them come with a built-in infrared light built into it. If not, you just have to get a separate infrared light to light things up if it's total darkness. Thermal doesn't care, okay? You can use thermal in pitch black or in the daytime. You can use thermal in the daytime. If you have someone that is hiding in a brush pile or behind a tree or something like that, you can use the thermal to spot them behind the tree. Whereas if it's dark and someone's hiding behind a pile of brush and you use night vision, even with an infrared light source, all you're going to do is light up the brush pile. It helps you see what you can normally see. Thermal will only register the heat. So I've got a couple of clips here. I'm going to post them in, let you see kind of what it's like looking through this thing. I'm very, very impressed with this. Like I said earlier, we don't hear a lot of conversation about thermals, and that's because I think mostly thermal can get very, very expensive very, very quickly. If you want to spend up in the tens of thousands of dollars on a thermal, you can. This monocular here, I did a search a little bit ago. You can find these on Amazon for under 500 bucks. And this you can record video, you can take snap pictures, all of that. Comes rechargeable battery. The outside is kind of a ruggedized plastic, so I don't think it's going to take much damage very easy. But let's look at a couple of clips, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this first little clip here, that's just the tire on my truck. When I first got it, trying it out, you can see where the brakes and other parts of the truck heated up. And you can see some of the good resolution out of this camera. This second clip coming up, this is shot at a distance. So on the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see a stop sign. That stop sign is just over 100 yards away. that building in the background is just over 230 yards away. So when I chose this thermal monocular, I chose the smallest of the zoom features that they had because I didn't think the thermal would work that great at a distance. With this thing, you can see these cars coming around the corner, different heat signatures off of them. So distance is not a problem for this thing. Now, this last clip, this is just going to be a candle that I lit and set in my window and then cycle through the different functions that you can see. You can see the fusion, white hot, black hot, red hot, the different modes through there. I prefer the red hot for most applications because that just little bit of red when you see something really hot stands out the most for me. Okay, so there you can kind of see what they were. Not real great with this yet. I haven't had it long. Taking it out and playing with it a little bit. One thing I will say about the thermal is it doesn't have any way to mount this to a rifle. All it comes with is a standard tripod mount. Now, when I used it without the tripod out there and trying to flip through modes and things like that to get different views, it's very hard to hold steady. The tripod really helped with that a lot. So that's something to be aware of. But guys, like with anything else you decide to try out, practice with it. Go out, use it, just play around with it, get a feel for the controls, how they work, until you get good enough to know. And especially this one has different modes, so you can have black hot, white hot, red hot, and fusion. So each one has a different purpose, or more strengths in different areas depending on what you're looking at, looking through, looking for, that kind of thing. But ATN, we've used ATN products in the past, and they hold up extremely well. So I don't think this monocular will be any different than that. So time will tell in the near future. We bought, I think we got 4 of these. So we'll be testing them out a little more and seeing how they hold up. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please drop me a comment down below. Let me know. Also, if you like the video, like, share, subscribe, all those good things. And, it really helps out. Share this on your social medias. Have your friends, let them watch it, let them subscribe. All that really helps with the channel. And it is very, very much appreciated. And until next time, take care.